5 years ago, I met a wonderful gentleman who had quite severe dementia, but he started to share his story of the job that he'd done, and he had a very strong physical memory of what he did, and it was so beautiful. I'd always wanted for Loop to be able to make a piece of work, not from the man's story, but from everybody's story, particularly from older people living in Glasgow. And working with Nina, we managed to secure some funding where we could go around and research and interview people.
We went out to a daycare center and lunch club, and there's a daytime disco, and talked to people about what they had done over the course of their lives for work. And we brought some of our participant performers along as well to do the research in the day center.
We spoke to the old folk to see how the job we used to do when they were young. One did the testing the milk tester, and one was in a sausage factory. One was a demolition man, and a book. One was a book binder.
And got them to show us physically what they remembered doing on a daily basis. So we would film that and write it down and analyze that, and then take that back into the studio and learn those movements, and then put that into choreography.
So they took a movement. Each vignette is honouring one of the movements. So the demolition man, they went, oh, that's our movement, what's the story? Well, we know it's a demolition. We like this idea of working with the houses and moving shapes, and they created that. Simple, but effective.
It took a while to nail the choreography. It's quite precise with the timing, and set that to music. But then we've left some scope for improvisation as well. We've tried to bring in these different elements of like having the industrial kind of beat to part of the choreography, and then having these moments that are more reflective, and then bringing in the more playful kind of clowning side of it as well.
Loop is an integrated theatre company, and we work with people with additional support needs and professionals, but this time we've also got volunteer performers as well. So we're kind of uniting the older community with the people with additional support needs, with the professional performer community, and it's just trying to embed a piece of work that's just a celebration of what Glaswegians have done and how far people have come.
Looking back and preserving these skills and the movements that aren't around anymore, but we have people who can still share them with us, so we wanted to honour that heritage.
Loop's work is always very much about honouring stories, but interpreting those stories in their own way. So everything that's been done is from the ground up. Our work is, I don't come in, or Nina doesn't come in and say, this is what we want. We say, here's the material we've generated, and how do you interpret that? And that's really important to our philosophy.
The sewing machine's a girl's best friend. If you don't have a sewing machine, you've got to go no good end with a burr. Don't know that.